Okay, this week's Parsha is Parshas eschanam. Eschanam is an extremely difficult Parsha. I say it's a difficult Parsha because when you look at the construction of the Parsha, it's very strange. Moshe Rabbeinu says, I want to go to Eretz Yisrael. Hashem says, no, you're not going to Eretz Yisrael. Okay. So Moshe Rabbeinu says, okay, if I'm not going to Eretz Yisrael, so listen, make sure you keep the mitzvahs. Right? And he gives them a whole drasha about they got to keep the mitzvahs, and you keep the mitzvahs, you'll be all right. You don't keep the mitzvahs, you're stuck. Kiso libani, that which you read on Tisha B'Av, the whole story that you'll things will get worn, you'll feel things become rote, and then you lose the feeling for the mitzvah, and then it's no good. Okay. And then he goes ahead and he starts talking about Matan Torah. He talks about the Aseret Dibros. And then after the Aseret Dibros, Shema Yisrael. Very strange. I would have thought that the Parsha goes like this. So, since I'm not going to take you in, so therefore, let's review the Aseret Dibros, right? And Shema Yisrael, I would do Shema Yisrael before the Aseret Dibros. The Aseret Dibros is maybe more important. Okay, maybe that's first, and it's history. What does Moshe Rabbeinu want? So I think that there's one thing clear from Parshas eschanam. And the one thing clear is that Moshe Rabbeinu has to deal with the Yetzer Hara that existed then and exists today. Klal Yisrael somehow has this tremendous Yetzer Hara not to keep the mitzvahs. Moshe has to say to Klal Yisrael, listen, this mitzvahs will make you be smart. The Goyim will say, Rak am chacham v'navon. Only a really wise nation can have such good mitzvahs. Yes, you got to convince it. Right? The answer is yes. Moshe Rabbeinu tells Klal Yisrael, there's a big Yetzer Hara that Klal Yisrael has. I want to do it my way. I have my ideas. I have my thoughts. I want to do it the way I want to do it. Before Moshe Rabbeinu can get to the Aseret Dibros, before he can get to Shema Yisrael, Moshe Rabbeinu says, I got to convince the people, I'm not here to keep you on line, keep you in the straight and narrow. Don't become wise. Don't think you're such chachamim. And don't allow things to become, and that's the whole Mivneh of the Parsha. And there's one pasuk in the Parsha which brings out this point and brings out a strong Musar. Very interesting pasuk. Pasuk says in the Parsha we read on Tisha B'Av of Kisol Banim, it says that if you have that you forget doing the mitzvahs, you're going to go into galus, and Hashem will take you into galus. Va'avadatem sham Elohim acherim ma'aseh yedei adam. So Rashi quotes the Targum, says, what are you going to do? It seems to say over here that you're going to worship Avodah Zarah. That's what the pasuk says. You will worship there your handiwork, things that you created. Says the Targum, it doesn't mean you're going to worship Avodah Zarah. What it means is that you are going to serve Goyim, and because you're serving the Goyim, you're working for the Goyim, it's as if you're serving Avodah Zarah. And that's what the Targum explains. Rashi quotes it. Rashi says the pasuk. So why does the pasuk write that you're going to worship Avodah Zarah? If it means to say that you're going to work for Goyim, it's as if you're worshiping Avodah Zarah. So say you're going to serve the Goyim. Why does the pasuk not say what it means? So I was thinking that the pshat is, the Torah is telling us, it is so strong. The influence of society is so strong that when you get into a Goyish society, it's going to creep under your skin and it's like you're serving over the Zohar. I see this when I go to America. The difference between life in Eretz Yisrael and life in Chutz La'aretz, I can't put my finger exactly. I go to places where there are B'nai Torah, and the people are wonderful people, keeping mitzvahs and learning. But the Gashmias gets in there. There's a certain drive for Gashmias. Everybody's involved with getting them this thing and having this thing, and everything's available. Everything's... It's interesting. Because it gets under your skin. Because being in the sviva of people who stand for different things, it affects you, right? Rav Gifter Zecher Tzadik Livracha used to say that there are only two people who can say that they're not influenced by their environment. He said the first person who can say that he's not influenced by his environment is a liar, and the second one is a fool. Okay? Atipesh, Shote. Otherwise, everybody's involved. That's what the Torah says. You have to understand, you live among the Goyim, you're worshiping their gods. Their values are going to creep under your skin. They're going to get into you. What does Moshe Rabbeinu say? You know what the conclusion is? Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. We have to keep dedicated to Shema Yisrael. That one pasuk, that one idea. When we have that idea, somehow we remember our identity and we're able to maintain a certain level of at least the recognition that my value system is not their value system. That's perhaps the conclusion of the Parsha. It's the one thing that you can hold on to at the end. That Sof Kosov, that's what everything is about. And we got to be wary. Yetzer Hara, I always thought that Yetzer Hara is our days. It's not our days. Starting from Moshe Rabbeinu, they already had that Yetzer Hara.